This video is going to be a demonstration of finding the mean and the modal class for a group frequency distribution using the calculator for assistance. We're going to be using this group frequency distribution, and before we can do the calculation on the calculator, you have to be able to put the data in a list, and the calculator will not take data that's grouped like this. And so what you have to do is find the midpoint of each class. The quickest way to find the midpoint of each class is to add the two limits together and divide by 2. So for instance, for the first one, I take 10 plus 20, which is 30, and divide by 2. That gives me the 15. And I do the same thing here. 21 plus 31 is 52. Divided by 2 gives me 26. So anyway, these are the midpoints. These are the frequencies. The midpoints are going to go in list 1 and the frequencies in list 2. I've already entered the data in the calculator. So midpoints in list 1, frequencies in list 2. And then you just take the stat button and you take your right arrow key and you move the cursor from edit to calc by just clicking once. We're on one variable, stats, because we have just one thing that's a variable here, but we do have a frequency. So after we hit enter, it depends on what your calculator looks like. If you have a calculator that says 1 var stats on it, you may have to if your calculator's looking like that, you might have to tell it list 1, comma, list 2, and then hit the enter button. And the way you would tell it list 1, comma, list 2 is by hitting second 1, and then the comma key's right here, comma, and then second 2, and then enter. It'll default this last set of parentheses, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. On my calculator, it says list 1 here. I have to come down and put the list 2 right here, so I have to go second 2 and put it right there, and then come down and calculate. So it kind of depends on what your calculator looks like. When you hit enter, we should have the same screen here. And so this is the mean, 42.86. So the mean is somewhere between these two numbers, 42 and 43. And then the modal class is not on the calculator, but it's a class with the highest frequency. So the modal class would be this class right here, if I can get it to show up, because it has the highest frequency.